Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. This video wanted to talk to you guys regarding Caspa and mining Caspa over the past couple days. The network hash rate has dropped off quite a bit. Almost, I think I calculated almost 0.2 exahash or 200 petahash, which has fallen off. So quite a bit of hash rate that has fallen off over the past couple days on Caspa. And so I just wanted to talk about this and go through what I've seen along with updating you guys with my Caspa miners and, if it's iServer hosting that went down or somebody. And but I've definitely been earning a little bit more Caspa over the past couple of days because of this drop off. Let me know if you guys have as well. Okay, but we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff, how the mining profitability for Caspa miners are now, and near the tail end, I'm just going to give my thoughts regarding buying Caspa miners right now for mining Caspa. Okay, it's December 11th as of recording this video. Okay, so let's go. Thank you for today's video sponsor, Crypto Miner Bros. If you guys are looking for all the top ASIC miners, Crypto Miner Bros is one of the best places to buy. The prices that you see on their website include shipping to your door and also DDP. And they've been partnered with the RPM channel for almost 5 years now. And if you want to use code RedPanda for $70 off for each ASIC miner ordered, okay, it helps out a lot. So link down below if you guys are interested. Okay, so the Caspa network hash rate currently, as of recording December 11th here, 1.14 exahash. So now, before that, maybe December 7th, it was 1.34 exahash, but then it went down on December 8th, down to 1.14 roughly. Okay, so that's about a 200 petahash or 200,000 terahashes. So I just want to do just a little calculation just for fun here. So what does like a KS5 Pro do? Okay, these things do 21 terahash or 2100 gigahash. So if we just did the math there, okay, if we did 200,000 terahash, okay, divided by, let's say 21 of a single KS5 Pro, Bitmain KS5 Pro, that means about almost 9,500 of the KS5 Pros essentially turned off, okay? But let's do another comparison here. Let's do KS5Ls. I think these are also very popular, 12 terahash models. Okay, so let's go back to the calculator. 200,000 divided by 12 terahash, iServer KS5L. That means maybe roughly 16 to 17,000 of these KS5Ls have essentially turned off, which is quite insane to think about. That is a lot of ASIC miners. And just looking at, the total network hash rate right now, I mean, that's not a small amount of ASIC miners that are out right now and, that are mining on Caspa right now. It just puts it in perspective, the total network hash rate and how much Caspa miners, all the different Caspa miners that have been released over the past year and a half has just been insane, right? The amount of hardware that is turned on, all these Caspa miners, even like KS3s, KS3Ms, notorious ones from iServer, like KS2s, KS1s. I'm really curious how many of these are actually still on. But I do want to check out the profitability of those coming up here. But I just wanted to show here now, okay, the Caspa network hash rate, okay, regarding all the different mining pools, just showing on miningpoolstats.stream which mining pools had a drop off in Caspa hash rate. So looking here, F2 pool, okay, on December 9th, it went from, looks like 238 petahash down to 200. Okay, leveled off here around like 207, 206, 208. So about a good 40 petahash came off of F2 pool. Then I see on via BTC here, a pretty big drop off, but it wasn't the same time as this drop off. So I don't know if that means, power went out at a different location, hosting location or something. I don't know who Bitmain's pre-mining on these. I don't know. But looking at December 10th here, okay, it went from 118 petahash down to 75, okay, to December 11th. And then now it's coming back up to 105 petahash. So a good like 20, 30 petahash is now back on, or is off of via BTC from what it was. Then the next one here is K1 pool. K1 pool also had a drop off here. December 8th went from 48 petahash down to 41. So that's a good only 7 petahash that came off roughly. Then we have Binance pool. Binance went from 24 petahash down to 12. So that's a good 12 petahash that came off, but then it went back up 32 petahash. So that's a pretty decent bump there. Okay. So yeah, other mining pools, I don't know, emcd.io had a little bit drop off here, but otherwise I'm just trying to think like where's, equating all the hash rate that's dropped off some of these big pools. That's, I don't know, doesn't really seem like it's, 200 petahash that has come off here. So I'm curious if whoever it is, I don't know who it would be, if it was, Ice River or Bitmain, they have their own node, they're mining to their own pool, and mining pool stats doesn't show that here. Oh, it does say 25% unknown. So yeah, I bet you some big entity was probably mining to their own pool. Okay, so or there are multiple entities that are doing that. I'm not quite sure, but just to see how there are some unknown blocks being found. I could probably foresee that there is some big entity out there that is mining to their own pool, not on the big mining pools here. So another thing I wanted to look at is also just looking at any other coins that people may have switched to. That's one thing I was looking at here. So if I type in K heavy hash on the algorithm list on mining pool stats, so you can see past 7-day difficulty change. So obviously Caspa has gone down 15.6%. Okay. Then we got Cedra coin also down 16%. We got Bungna down 8%. But then there's some other coins here. Okay. I don't see any stuff on Caspa V2, but let's open this up. Maybe, nope, it says 69.88 gigahash. So that's pretty small. Okay. What about Gorbenniov? This has a 300% gain in difficulty. Okay, so is that a lot? Well, if we click into it, looks like we have about 39 gigahash. So it's really not that much. It's not much at all, not even a KS0. Okay, so so I just wanted to put that into some information here. I don't see, maybe there's some other K heavy hash coin, maybe someone went into, or their power went out. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, this is so far just looking at the stats and information. Looks like nobody moved over to the top Cedra, like other top K heavy hash coins, Cedra coin, Bugna. Okay, so that's I think that's out of the question. So now, have I been earning more Caspa since this drop off here? And yes, I have. So looking at my KS5 Pro, I have a single KS5 Pro mining on Cryptex right now. KS5 Pro, Bitmain KS5 Pro that I've been trying to do a break-even test. Have I gotten its initial investment of like $8,000 or $9,000 back? Definitely not. Okay, but it's only been like 1 or 2 months or 3 months so far. But anyways, my payouts yesterday, all right, December 9th, was much higher. Okay, 133. I know this day I don't think is over yet for December 10th. I know it says December 11th now, but I don't know if they're doing Central Time or when their day ends here. So I'm guessing it's not over, but I did earn more yesterday, correlating to the hash rate still being quite down yesterday. But with that, also I was checking the Kaspa KRC20, just looking at the total fees. Okay, ever since the introduction of KRC20, we've had many days where there were a lot of transactions, and so the transaction fees were pretty high, and they were all going to the miners, and so the profitability during those high times were really good, right? But it wasn't sustained. It wasn't all the time where we had when KRC was popping off. When a lot of those meme coins or something were happening on KRC20, it was popping off some days, but most of the days it wasn't. So looking at the past month here, okay, even looking at November 29th, looks like it was decently high there, but that also correlates to me getting a little bit more Caspa on this point here. 153, 141, and also I think the mission schedule also had which if we look at the Caspa mission schedule, it should be about 77.7 Caspa. But then after December 6th, looks like we had another drop to 73 Caspa per second. And it's not by block. Okay, I remember getting this mixed up. It's not by block. It's actually by second. There could be multiple blocks in a second, which I think obviously Caspa is wanting to do, like 10 BPS and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyway, with the drop off of, I guess the KRC20 and transactions, that is different depending on the day, depending on, how congested the network is. When a new token is released on the KRC20, network. The past couple days also coincides with the drop in network hash rate and also the difficulty that has dropped off. So it has garnered a bit more profitability here on my KS5 Pro here. So looking at now how are like the older models faring? Okay, so just looking at a KS5 Pro, just for instance, right now, as of recording, December 11th, this thing makes after 10-cent kilo or after 14-cent kilowatt hour, this thing is earning about $10.95 a day. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So what if though? What if I went down here to the 3-month chart? So maybe, maybe a couple days ago, and this is also going to correlate with the price of Caspa, which has been, we've had some downtimes, also had some uptimes. So it is going to be volatile here. But now recently, okay, with the hash rate drop on December 9th, this thing was making $7.25 after 14-cent kilowatt hour. But then today, leveled out here, we've gone up a couple bucks, which is pretty interesting. So, but going down here, okay, looking at older models, that is what I want to see here. So even at 14 cent per kilowatt hour, the KS5Ls, okay, are making about 89 cents. But as we go down here, KS0 Ultra making 7 cents at 14 cents. Looking at the KA boxes, everything, pretty much anything under the KS0 Pro, the KS0 Ultra is not profitable at 14 cents right now. If I go down to 13 cents, okay, let's see here. All right, then a KS0, let's see, our IB-Link BMKS Max is breaking even at 13 cents. Well, what if we went to 10 cents? Okay, 10 cents. Okay, now things start getting a little bit better because obviously we're going down in kilowatt hour. So a Gold Shell EKA1M making $1.29. Ice River KS3, this is quite an older model, but only makes about 48 cents a day. So obviously the lower electrical rate that you go, the better you're going to fare and be profitable. What if you had yours hosted? As we go down, even like a KS0 Pro, a KS0 or KA box at 8 cents would still be okay, decent, but who has really 8 cents? Okay, I know 8 cents residential is pretty much impossible. But anyways, okay, just correlating right now to this drop in hash rate, I wonder who it is. I don't think it's the Ice River hosting because I still have one of my KS5Ls is hosted with Ice River in the States. So that still seems to be up, but being down for the past 3 days here as of recording is quite a bit of a drop. Now, what if, I don't know, some massive player bought, 9,000 KS5 Pros? I don't think that's possible, or 16,000 KS5Ls. I think the KS5Ls, divided by 21, that's a KS5 Pro. So that'd be about 9,500 units that have maybe dropped off or maybe could be shipping out. I don't think so. That's a lot of Caspa miners. But we'll keep watch. Okay, we'll keep watch as time goes on. Maybe there's going to be more. Maybe they're being shipped out and they may turn on. Who knows? But let me know what you guys think regarding this drop off here. And now let's just talk about Caspa miners. Is it a good idea to buy Caspa miners? And I've talked about this before, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I truly believe that buying Caspa miners now is not a good idea. I don't think you guys should get into Caspa mining anymore. I think it's already too far gone. I think the boat has sailed because, I think mining Caspa early on was much better because you were yielding way more, along with the aggressive emission schedule. And I guess you could say the growing network hash rate. Well, it was growing, but now we had a big drop off. Just the risks involved in, mining Caspa. Your ROI has just been getting longer and longer. And another thing is Caspa's price has been pretty stagnant over the past year. Okay, it's been hovering between 10 and 20 cents. It hasn't broken out yet. I'm not saying it's gonna, or I'm not saying it's not going to. I don't know. But if you truly believe that Caspa is going to go to higher highs to where it is compared to now, I believe buying Caspa right now is going to be the better investment rather than buying a Caspa miner, because you're never going to mine the same amount of yield that you were if you were just to buy the coin because of the aggressive emission schedule and also the rising hash rate. So for example, a typical yield on a KS5 Pro right now, okay, is about, let's see, on Caspa, for instance, is about 126 Caspa a day. And of course, I can't forget, right? KRC20, it could be it's an outlier. It hasn't been sustained over the past couple of months. I know the transactions ever since it came out, some days were extremely profitable for miners, but then some days it's not. You can see the jumps here when KRC20 tokens were being minted. Okay, it was extremely extremely profitable during those times because all the fees were going to the miners. But then it tapered off, went down after, a couple days, and then some days it's good, some days it's bad, depending, of course, on when a token's being minted and everyone's flocking in to get it. Then the fees are really nice and good, but has that been sustained, over the course of the past couple months? No. So that is a risk that's involved. And a whole other thing is people talk about is Caspa going to go on a big tier 1 exchange one day? Is Caspa the pinnacle coin solving the trilemma? The biggest thing that everyone says, security, scalability, decentralization. It's extremely fast and it's probably going to get faster. So with all that said, all these positive things regarding Caspa, is it going to make it, right? Is it going to make it? So I think this is the only coin, only proof of work coin I've ever talked about saying, I think buying the coin now would be the better bet if you believe it's going to go up higher in terms of an investment. Okay, so truly, I think, yeah, just mining Caspa now, I think is just leave it to the people that already have it now. Even though these Caspa miners are much cheaper now, like you can get KS5L for, $1,300, KS5 Pro for $2,800 or something. It's already too far gone. I'd rather put that money into other altcoins, other coin miners that, don't have such an aggressive mission schedule like Caspa. For Caspa only, I would just buy the coin. And this is the only coin I've ever said to actually buy the coin because of all the risks that I just talked about. But anyways, guys, I think that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think happened to the Caspa network hash rate. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out.